Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Sagittarius August 14, 2022. You could find that friends or family members misunderstand you today, taking one statement that you make and turning it into a personal attack. People will be a bit oversensitive, so you'll want to be cautious about what you say and how you say it. If you do get someone mad, try to apologize and clarify the situation immediately. You don't need them stewing about it all day and making things worse. You'll be in the mood to charm others today, and your speaking and writing abilities will be heightened. If you are making a presentation or trying to land a new client, you should be able to say just the right things to turn events in your direction. In your personal life, you could have some nice chats with friends about issues that affect you both. Your romantic partner will enjoy connecting with you too. You might have a lot of physical energy right now. You could enjoy a long workout at the gym. Or you might have fun engaging in some competitive sports. You could even enjoy a long hike, jog, or bike ride. Do something that will be physically challenging. This is a good day to build stamina and to increase your muscle tone. You might start a new physical fitness regimen at this time, adding exercise to your daily schedule. This is a day rife with errors, especially where money matters are concerned. Don't panic if you get a bank statement with a negative balance, or if your paycheck is several $100s short today. Stay calm, make a few phone calls and all will be sorted out by midday. You are especially intuitive today. Use it to your advantage and you will have a most successful day indeed. Don't expect any comfort from your family right now. The many little annoyances you're confronted with won't make you feel better anyway. Take a positive, laid-back attitude. If you stubbornly stick to your views, conflicts will escalate and your mistakes won't be so quickly forgiven. If you are willing to compromise, everything will be fine. You're feeling a touch sentimental again, and that's perfectly understandable. You want someone to pine for you. You want someone you can be completely absorbed in, and you want to be crushed out like crazy on someone. One way to alleviate the stress you might feel is to approach life in a more playful way and try to brighten up your situation, but don't expect to receive too much credit for your efforts. Instead, whatever you do, you're scrutinized, your motives examined, and you find yourself having to defend all your actions. Today you could enjoy spending time with people who are lively and interesting. You might have some fun sharing a meal with friends who are witty conversationalists. Or you could benefit from spending time with some of your older family members who are great storytellers. Surround yourself with people who are inspiring. You might even learn something as they surprise you with their dynamic energy and creative views on life. Expect to feel more lighthearted on this day. This vibration is sure to bring a cheerful atmosphere to just about every environment. Whatever you have on your schedule, be it work, appointments, shopping, or cleaning house, you're sure to brighten everyone's day with a warm and friendly smile. Be sure to plan for something you really enjoy after you've taken care of business. It's a good day to order out for dinner, or to book a table at a favorite restaurant, if possible. The nice thing about being part of a team is that there is give and take all along life's journey. When one half of the team is not doing so well, likely the other half is thriving and vice versa. Taken together, you two balance each other out beautifully. Unfortunately, lately you may have allowed yourself to lose sight of just how good your relationship is. If you are feeling eager to bring about change, remember that change simply for the sake of change will do nothing to enhance your happiness. You already have everything you need. What a difference a few days can make. Just 2 days after spending its final hours in Virgo clashed with Neptune, in his first full week in retrograde motion in your relationship sector, the moon returns to your communication sector today. The moon returns to find an alliance of forces on the communication and relationship fronts already in effect, but with a chance to become more emotionally engaged. Returning 10 days after Neptune's retrograde turn offers a chance to give your emotional responses, relationships, the past, and unsaid words a voice. By the time the moon returns to your communication sector today, there is already a strong partnership between forces on the communication and relationship fronts. This first visit since Neptune's retrograde turn in your relationship sector last week will benefit from a chance over the coming days to give your relationships, the past and unsaid words, a voice in a much deeper way. Our eyes in the sky. The moon is being extremely quiet and chill in Aries today. This means that it's a great day to communicate your needs to others and reflect on the energy you're putting out into the world. If you'd like to take a step back and focus on yourself, do it. This is one time when you should be putting your needs first. Since the moon is in Aries, you might feel you're supposed to give yourself freely to others, but now you don't have to do that. Think about whether you want to drain your batteries by giving away your energy or you want to recharge. Don't overdo it, especially since the moon is pretty much inactive. The less you go out and the more you keep to yourself, the better you'll feel. Don't let people push you into giving them extra attention. This is something you'll have to keep in mind throughout the day because you'll want to help even though your body needs to rest. Today, put yourself first no matter what. Are we really making a difference? Does anything we do really matter? We could be running up against emotional programming from youth when our unique approach to structure was vilified. Subsequently, we adopted more legitimate methods for getting things done, which were probably modeled for us by parents or authority figures. Now, we find ourselves in a position where we could be accomplishing a great deal, but success fails to trigger an endorphin response. In some form or fashion, we aren't being authentic to ourselves, and therefore, failing to meet our own needs. We may have to think more critically about how going through the motions isn't serving us. If we feel a disconnect in our process, what can we do to change our behavior and course correct this issue? Following this, the moon trines Uranus in Taurus, encouraging us to do things differently. Unorthodox behavior is celebrated, and we might receive insights that help us to keep an open mind despite the turbulence. We now perceive less risk in breaking the mold. Although the Aries moon urges us to keep things in order, we understand how going with the flow makes life less difficult in the long run. When we are open to change, we easily adjust to life's unpredictable moments. A connection between the moon and Neptune could bring strange dreams your way tonight, but try not to read too much into them. Any messages that come through will likely be too convoluted to unpack. In the early morning, the moon trines Saturn in Gemini, helping to regulate our instincts. This aspect perfects while some of us are still asleep, so our dreams may aid us in making decisions, guiding us to obvious conclusions through symbolism. In waking life, we might receive sound advice from elders or bosses, those who have developed more experience having been in the game longer. However, a harsh aspect to healing asteroid Chiron a short time later threatens to challenge our energy level. The balance you keep between your responsibilities and self-care is an important theme today, so you need to make sure you're checking in with yourself often to avoid tiring yourself out. This gains further traction when an unbalanced aspect to unpredictable Uranus throws a wrench in our plans, leaving us scrambling to hold things together. Venus forms an off-putting aspect to hazy Neptune, and confusion could manifest in romantic partnerships as well. Keep your guard up against overly charismatic people right now, because there is a chance you could be taken for a ride if you fall too hard for charm over substance. Though the day may feel like it's filled with uncertainty, fluctuations in energy, and confusion, things clear up this evening when the moon shares a supportive connection to Mars. You'll likely feel motivated to work on a passion project or even spend a little one-on-one time under the sheets, but try not to stay up too late. We are likely to feel touchy or embarrassed, and from the current vantage point, all roads lead to failure. Why are we focusing on the negatives? Well, often it can be easier to relinquish control and have someone else make the difficult choices. That way, if situations go sideways, the blame can't fall back on us. Although we want to absolve ourselves of the decision-making process, we are not being allowed to get away with it now, which creates frustration and stress. This is a lesson in self-ownership.